Y'all, Oprah Winfrey can do no wrong, or at least that's the narrative that most media outlets tend to push. One minute she knows Jeffrey Epstein, and the next minute she's giving Mariah Carey like you asked her about J.Lo. And then her friendship with Harvey Weinstein was just brushed under the rug like most family secrets are.
And then why they were choosing specific people for the Me Too stuff, the documentaries, because we got the president has those accusations. No one has a documentary on the president.
Right.
And as far as entertainment is concerned, I thought Weinstein was bigger than the other guys in entertainment that we see there. Those other guys are just easy victims.
Hollywood was protective of Oprah for decades, but 50 Cent is now talking about that one story that they buried completely, and that is what really happened at her African school. Mind you, 50 has been on Oprah's neck for decades, so this isn't at all a surprise, considering everything that the media has buried about the so-called world-class educational luxury environment that the all-girls school was in South Africa.
I heard you have a dog named Oprah.
Yeah.
I consider that a compliment,
yeah,
whether you meant it to be one or not.
I love you. You know what they say, a dog's a man's best friend?
Yeah, I know. I have had 22 dogs in my life. I have 5 right now. Okay, but you named your dog Oprah. That was not the compliment.
Yeah, I had a cat. Right? I got a cat too.
Name?
Gail. I was looking for real cute names for.
Okay, so y'all know that 50 Cent has never bothered to hide his disdain for anyone, no matter who they are or what they do. Oprah has never been a fan of 50 Cent right from the start of his career. When his name and music started to rise on the charts, 50 Cent wanted an interview with Oprah so that he could move away from his image as an ex-substance dealer into someone who could be more respected in the industry. But when his team reached out to Oprah, she shut it down. No questions asked. She didn't like his music, and even worse, she did not like him as a person. And like the way he always does, 50 Cent took that very personally. He went in on Oprah and said that while he's focusing on the younger generation, Oprah was busy sucking up the old white women. He named his dog after her and literally compared her to an Oreo, black on the outside and white all in the inside. Now that's saying something. He said she was completely against everything that was in my music. She ain't never gonna have me on that show. I'm never gonna reach that platform, which is confirmation of you being a huge success. So I just said, okay, if we can't be friends, at least let's be enemies. Now, the interview happened later in 2012, and the reports are saying that it wasn't because Oprah suddenly had a change of heart. No, there were higher ups that forced her hand. And around that time, 50 was insanely popular, and Oprah finally doing the interview was a big deal.
Where were you shot?
In my hands, my legs several times, like 5 times in my hands, and then in my legs, and then in my face. Yeah, so when going through that experience, when you get hurt that bad, either your fear consumes you or you become a bit insensitive. So just after.
Despite the interview, 50 never apologized for the things that he said, because it wasn't just Oprah stiffing him that got him heated. It's the terrible things that she had done, not just to him, but other black celebs, while pretending to be a humanitarian and a social justice warrior. Like, do y'all remember the interview she had with Dave Chappelle? That's got to be one of the most uncomfortable things to watch. Oprah tried every trick in her arsenal trying to get him to admit to using substances after news got out that he rejected a $50 million deal with Comedy Central. It was reported that the deal was so bad that Dave almost lost his life because he didn't want to sign the contract. When he sat with Oprah, Dave thought that he was with another person who could relate to the struggles in the industry, but child, the only thing Oprah related to was the sound of money entering her bank account, because she really tried hard to make him look like the problematic one and paint him out to be a crazy person.
I'm glad you're here. Everybody wants to know, why'd you walk away from $50 million?
I wasn't walking away from the money. I was walking away from the circumstances with the newfound plateau.
Yeah.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14. I've heard the stories, seen these kinds of things play out in front of me. I mean, you see it before. Look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah. Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah.
When Monique was going through her beef with Oprah over being blackballed from the industry because she didn't want to do unpaid labor, 50 Cent was one of the few celebrities to openly support her, saying, "I'm sure Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry don't want to continue to allow their influence to damage Monique's career, and this has gone on for far too long. Now would be a great time to apologize because I'm going to put her back on."
Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
And the biggest scandal was with her all-girls school that she opened in South Africa. When word got out that Oprah had set her sights a million miles away from her luxury lifestyle to establish a school for girls in Africa, the media might as well have placed a halo on her head. They propped her up like she was the epitome of goodness and the shining example of a Black billionaire giving back to the community. And you bet that Oprah was soaking up all the attention and going on press runs talking about how revolutionary the school was. But when the school got exposed, Oprah put a wall up like it never existed. Almost as soon as the school opened, the school matron, Virginia Makopu, got charged with 14 counts of SA and physical mistreatment.
The trial of a former dormitory matron charged with abusing 6 students at Oprah Winfrey's School for Girls in South Africa is resuming. Prosecutors say former dorm matron Tina Virginia Makopo tried to kiss and fondle the girls. She's also accused of kicking and hitting some of them. Makopo pleaded innocent to 14 charges of indecent assault, and criminal injury in South Africa.
Oprah went to South Africa to apologize in person and followed the matron. She promised that there was going to be changes and nothing like that was ever going to happen at the school again.
They didn't use the word sexual abuse. They implied that something inappropriate was going on. Hearing that, John Samuel, immediately after hearing that allegation, removed the accused, Tiny Makopo, from the campus. I was, needless to say, devastated and really shaken to my core when I first heard this news.
But child, once that door was open, there was no closing it. In 2011, a baby was found in the bag of one of the students after she got pregnant and hid it from everyone. Then word started going around that girls were disappearing from the school. Oprah was already tied to Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. So girls going missing at her school definitely wasn't a good look on her brand. So the school reportedly tried to keep it under wraps as much as possible, even though it ended up getting out. Now, this was never confirmed, but these rumors never went away. And now with the entire Diddy thing happening, celebs are getting exposed left and right. 50 Cent wants to go after Oprah next. He already confirmed that he would be making more documentaries on celebs, and one of them is allegedly gonna be the Big O and her shady side. And trust, people want him to include this school. I have always believed Oprah built the all-girls school in Africa for one reason: the elites. Because shortly after the girls started school, boom, kidnapped, raped, etc. Notice no one ever brings that up. Oprah's private jet was at Epstein's Island 11 different times. Whatever happened to all the girls that got kidnapped from her school in Africa? I had a friend who went to that Oprah's girls' school that was scandalous for corporal punishment, abuse, and missing girls. She never spoke about the school. But do you guys think there was actually something going on in Oprah's school and she was aware of it the whole time? Sound off in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.